Hello, everyone. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and I'm out here for a walk today. So I wanted to share. There's some of the swans out today. You better be careful. There's alligators here. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to go live and just chat a little bit since I'm out here for a walk. Figured some people may come on live and listen up. I'm just out here for my walk today, and I figured I'd talk a little bit. So anyway, just wanted to talk a little bit about YouTube and this community. What an awesome community we have here, and just just everybody doing so many things for the holidays. From the Advent calendar, yeah, it's beautiful here. 72 degrees and sunny, as you can see. Beautiful sunny day. But just watching the swans here, and I'm going to go ahead and continue my walk. I figured I'd share some of this, but. Really wanted to talk a little bit about the holidays and YouTube and, you know, no, no crocs. We just got some swans here. So a few swans there in this lake here. But let's keep going on my walk. So I just wanted to kind of come on a little while. First, because it's a beautiful day. And like Hugo says, it's a beautiful day. And it's beautiful, sunny here in South Florida. And just watching videos of everybody doing all their Christmas stuff, and Brad giving stuff away, and people doing the advent calendars, and all of the shout outs that are going on right now, and and stuff like that. And it's just it's a good time. It's a good time for the community. And even though you hear a lot of the negativity out there and people just talking, about all the bad things that are happening, this is one of the best times for the community. And we need to just help everybody out. I know I haven't done a lot of video responses lately, and there's so many of them out there. I'll go ahead and mention, Adam Card Closet. He's doing a great shout out. I mean, a great video response. And his is to try to get 10 channels to 1,000 subscribers. And I think that's a great thing. So he's picked channels that are all kind of in the 900, 950s to 1,000, and ask us to go ahead and give some shout outs to those channels and get them up over the 1,000 threshold. So, I haven't done that. So like I said, I haven't had a chance really to do a lot of these shout outs, but I just want to get these VR things out there so everybody can be aware. Good morning. But yeah, 1,000 is a magic number, and it's a number, everybody that does YouTube, their goal is to get to 1,000. And even though, when you get to 1,000, you're like, oh man, I could monetize, but really it isn't that much money. But it's just the goal of getting there, and just realizing that you have 1,000 followers that really are interested in your content. It's just a great feeling. So those are the things that I like to, see more of, and more positive things. You have a commenting collector, Robert Zagady. He's doing a VR. Morning, Hugo. It's a beautiful day here in South Florida. Yeah, happy Thursday, my friend. And Greg is the best. You know, he's the one that really has gotten this community more together, and that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about. So um, comment collectors running another video response on you know beautiful cards. I mean, I guess it's you know stuff like that. But anyway, I think that even though I haven't been responding to a lot of those things, I think that it's great for us to go ahead and do what we can to support these smaller channels. And, I'm going to try to do some more shout outs as I've been doing. It's just tougher and tougher to find some of the small new channels that are coming up. And, YouTube doesn't help too much with that. It's very, very difficult because what you get in your feed all the time are, the big channels. And that's kind of what I get, the Jeff Wilsons of the world and all these guys are constantly being fed to us. But we don't get people that are brand new, you know, and that's what I'd like to see more of. So if we can't do it, I mean, if YouTube won't do it, then we need to really begin to shout out some of these new channels, like Tony Southern Collector and people like that just come onto the scene and just been, awesome. So, those are the things that I think we need to encourage and continue to build the positive community that we have. And, I know Greg's listening. Greg, you're the best. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you here in this community and all the things you've done just to get people together, you know, and really that's the most important thing I think for this community is for everybody to really, support each other. And, I love the live streams. I don't do, my channel is kind of just documenting my collection, talking about the cards, but, I'm always good. Yeah. Thanks for subbing to him. Thanks. Thanks a lot, Greg. And Maddie Ice, man. You know, those are the people that really do a lot. Maddie does a lot of the stuff. Sean, Jedi Master, all these guys really, really are supportive. You have, I mean, I can go on and name people, but I'll be doing my whole walk. Morning, Ray. But, I wanted to talk about that and make sure that even though I'm not doing a lot of VR responses, that other people are doing them and doing the shout outs. And like I said earlier, it's the bad thing about YouTube is it's just very difficult. If we don't promote ourselves, our small community, YouTube's not going to help us. I mean, I told the story before when I started, and that I was doing videos for almost 6 months, and I had, I don't know, it was 36 subscribers. And then I got a shout out, and all of a sudden, I went up to 200. And then after I went to my first national, when I went to Atlantic City, wasn't my first national, but first national really as a YouTuber. It just shot up because I met so many people in Atlantic City, and everybody was just, so wonderful. And those are the things that help out. So I hear people, yeah, James, you hear people saying, oh man, been doing YouTube here for 2 months. I got 100 subscribers. Hey, that's good. Trust me, that's good. If you go back some of my videos, I've got less than 50 views. Even now, some of my videos from back in the beginning have gotten very, very few views. And even though I have, a pretty good following, I don't get a lot of views on most of my videos. Most of them, for example, my Goodwin Champions. I ran the whole series, 10 videos. I think most of them got under 100 views. So, you know what? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter because at least my video, I know some people will go back and look at my videos in the future because they're more kind of documentary type things versus, daily news. So eventually, and that's worked out for me because people like to learn stuff and see stuff that they haven't seen. And sometimes they just haven't heard of it or seen these cards, but once they learn about them, then they'll watch it in the future. But I think overall, we need to hopefully, just help each other out as much as possible. So I'm going to try to release sometime, maybe over the weekend, a video just giving shout outs to people. And, not just the brand new people that have been around, I mean, that just started, it's great. Those are the best ones you want to give shout outs to. But there's a lot of people here in the community that also deserve shout outs, even though they might have 500, 1,000, even 1,500, whatever. It doesn't matter. If I watch their content and enjoy their content, you know, I want to give them a shout out. Doesn't matter. So shout out to Greg, even though he's got, I think, what, 6,000? It's incredible. 6,000 subscribers he's got already. I mean, that's awesome. And that's because he's such a good guy, puts out such good content. But the main thing, I think, is he gets everybody involved. And I think that's the key, you know. So I really love that. And I think everybody does, and you can see it. You can see it on his channel and the popularity that he's had. So let me get out of the way. But you guys that are just starting or small, don't worry. It takes time. I'm coming up now on 3 years, which really the time went super fast. But you're in the middle of, yeah, I heard, Stooks. I heard over there it's like, I don't know, 13 degrees or something. I was listening to Bo 1 Million Cubs Project. He said they have a major snowstorm over there. It's really pretty bad over there. So yeah, here, I mean, look at the day. Not a cloud in the sky. 72 degrees. Really good look here. Just a beautiful South Florida day. So I said I can't be in the house. I got to get out for a walk. And as I was listening to Bo on my walk, I figured I'm just going to go ahead and do my own. And so, yeah, thanks, James. James, you've been supporting me since the beginning. I appreciate that very, very much. But anyway, so just yeah. Oh, you got, hey, Will. Will's a great guy. Here's another guy that's been doing YouTube for longer than me, and he doesn't have a 1,000 subs yet, but he should. And I've met Will a couple of times already, and yeah, we'll talk again soon. I was hoping you'd come down see your mom here down here in West Palm, but maybe next time. But anyway, I've met a lot of people through this YouTube community, and really that is to me the most important thing about the YouTube. And you've heard Eddie, everybody say, it's not about subscribers, it's about the friends. And we've all, most of us, during our collecting time, have collected alone for the most part. At least I have. I didn't have a lot of people to share my collection with, share my collecting, even to go to shows with me. So now, even if you have a few friends, man, it's a lot better than having no friends. And YouTube, that's really been the number one thing for me. Forget the subscribers. I mean, meeting all of the great people that are part of this community is just, I mean, I just can't express how happy I am. And to be honest with you, this is really the best part of my collecting life. Yeah, I have great cards and all that, and I build a good collection, but to just have them there and look at them by yourself and not share and not, you know, share the journey, because really the key, for at least my channel is just kind of show the journey of my collecting and how I started and stuff like that, which I said that along my earlier videos, but now you gotta get to see what I'm working on. And really my projects, as I'm retired now and going to my I think the way life is, you have in thirds, the first 33 years, the second 33 years, and the last 33 years of your life. So I'm at the end, but I got 30 years to go, in my opinion, and I'm going to enjoy it. So, good morning. But so my collecting, the kids are out there. It's an elementary school. So for me, my collecting is really, it has been for the last, I guess, 10, 15 years, is to focus more on, you know, condensing my collection. At one point I had, every set, virtually every set from the 60s and most of the sets from the 50s. And, you know, graded a bunch, did what I could. And then the rest of them, I, I sold them off so I can go down the pre-war and to collect some of the bigger cards, that I've always wanted. So I've been able to do that, and that is my journey. I'm going to continue to do that, and ultimately, I'd like to end up with maybe 100 cards. You know, and so if I ever leave, I want to leave a lot of stuff for my family. So 100 cards that would be top cards for me, and that would be enough for my collection. And the way I'm doing it basically is by trying to pick up, like, for pre-war, at least 2 cards for most Hall of Famers, the big name Hall of Famers, and for the golden era, 50s, 60s and stuff. I like to pick up maybe 4 great cards, my 4 favorite cards for, let's say, Hank Aaron or Willie Mays. Of course, maintaining my Mantle run and my other collections, which really are the heart of my collection. But overall, that's kind of my goal. And let's see. So I just want to thank everybody again for being so supportive and stuff. It's just the best. So talking about the hobby, I guess I'll talk about what I see as hobby trends, which I think most people will agree with. That now number one really is the eye appeal. Eye appeal of cards now is really overtaking the grades. People have now finally realized that it's more important. My goals for 2025. Well, my goals for 2025 is to mainly continue on the pre-war. Number one, I'm always looking to upgrade a few cards from my Goodwin champions, the specifically the tennis players. So whenever I see one of those that are in a pretty good grade, I'll go ahead and pick that up. That's the number one goal. I've already completed my Mantle. I'm not going to upgrade any of those. The premiums, the best set out there. There is no upgrading on that. So my pre-war stuff, I like to pick up some big cards of Walter Johnson, for example. The Ramleys one I talked about, trying to pick up. I, there's still a few cards I'd like to get from the 52. I'd like to pick up the 52 Jackie, which I think everybody wants. I don't think I'll pick up the Leaf, but 52 Mays also is another one that I would like. So those are my golden era type cards. And after that, going back to pre-war, uh, you know, I would still like to pick up some Mayo cup plug cards. I like to pick up. I already have Anson, but if I could pick up maybe like the Dan Brothers, another Hall of Famer, so that'll give me two Dan Brothers cards for pre-war. So some maybe a Mayo Cup plug card, uh, and I'd also like to pick up some T2 fives or sixes. As far as T205, uh, I've always wanted the Christy Mathewson card with beautiful portrait. That's, hey Chris. But yeah, that's one card I like. I mean, there's a few specific cards I'm looking for, but in general, it's going to be pre-war stuff. T206, of course. I'd like to pick up eventually a green cob, and that's something I'd be looking for probably at the National. Uh, I ended up, I talked Jackie. I'd like to pick up some Jackie cards because I did end up selling virtually all of my Jackie Robinson cards, most of my Hank Aaron cards, and most of my Willie Mays cards. All those, I sold those maybe 5 years ago or so. To get other stuff and to go down the pre-war route. But yeah, that's kind of some of the cards I'm looking for. And as far as the Jackie, really, I'd like the 52, and I'd like to get the Bowman, which is not the Bowman rookie. So what do you, well, the swell. The swell is a good card too. But anyway, that's kind of it. Yeah, Dan Brothers was an incredible player. People don't realize it. The best Jackie Robinson card. I don't have any Jackie Robinson cards right now, but I think the 52 is the one I'm going to go after. But no, I sold, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. I could always get Jackie cards. I never had the 52 and I never had the 48 leaf. I had the 56, uh, the 53 tops. I had the 50 Bowman. So I had all those, but I did sell those. But yeah, the 52s, I figured, Jackie postcards are great, but I'm not really going to focus on postcards and oversized stuff. You know, Sometimes I may do that when I talk about some pre-war stuff that are oversized, but for the most part, I'm going to stick with those two Jackies. I think the Bowman and the 52. The Bowman with the red background, and the 52 also with the red background. And Willie Mays, I've never had the rookie card, uh, but I like the 52 Mays much better. So I like to get the 52 Mays. And then the 53 Tops Mays is also another one. Yeah, the exhibits are great. They're great, Scott. I mean, I like them, but it's just I'm not an exhibit collector, and I know they're cheaper, but in my case, I'm looking to pick up really more like, what can I say, iconic cards. Let me put it that way. That you know aren't too difficult, especially in the future when my family ever needs to sell them. They know. And if they don't, of course, they have contacts I've told them to contact. Anything happens. And overall, those are kind of my some of the cards, and I think a lot of people have those cards on their list. Yeah, I came in through the gate there. You see, and did have a police right in the front of the gate. Oh, good morning. How are you today? Yeah, I came all the way around, exited, and came back in. But anyway, I think my focus is still going to be on pre-war. So if I do come into some pre-war stuff that I don't see out there, it's very rare. I'll jump on that. And there's some things that I'm looking for, mainly 19th century stuff. And hopefully I find some of those. But these are items that are just not available. It's a tough thing. I think my top 10 for 2025. Yeah, I mean, I talked about that. I guess top 10. If I had to make a top 10, let's see. Well, I mean, I got the green cob that I want. I mean, I want the green cob. I want the Matty T205 with the gold border. I want to get the 52 Maze, the 52, the 52 Maze, the 52 Jackie, the, let's see, the 48 Bowman Jackie, the, let's see what else. I want to get Walter Johnson, Ramley. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get all those next year, but, those are kind of a long-standing list. And let's see what else. The 53 Maze, that Tops Maze is a beauty. I love that one. And, as far as, I'd still some mantles I'd like to get. I'd like to get the Dandy mantle. And of course, I'd love to get a Stahlmeyer mantle. But I don't see those. Maybe the Dandy, but the Stahlmeyer is just way too expensive. And the other mantle I'd like to get, it's a little oversized, but the Home Run Derby mantle. It's another mantle that I'd like to get for my mantle collection. But, those, are kind of down in my collecting eyes because I'm not focusing too much on mantle. I still would be for pre-war. Good morning, TJ. It's great to see you, my friend. But so that's kind of where I'm looking at as far as my collection. What I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try to see if I can go through my collection again and really sell some cards that I don't really love. So I'm going to continue that. I'm thinking about possibly breaking up that 62 set I showed, selling off a few of those because they are kind of in higher grade, and maybe I can pick up something else. Yeah, the Dandy is definitely one on my list, and I'm going to go for that. If I see a good one, But so I'm going to have to do that. I have a few more duplicates of my some Goodwin champions there. One time I had 2 complete sets there, so I still have some duplicates. I'll go ahead. That's good trade bait or sell on that, and the rest, I've got a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna have to probably do another top 25. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to do like another top 25, because I didn't realize I had a lot of stuff that I didn't share that probably I should have. Good morning. And maybe a top 25 for January. Because really, I had in my whole top 25 very few cards from the 50s and 60s. And I've got a lot of good stuff. I didn't even show my Ted Williams or talking about Hank Aaron. I mean, I have the second, third year, I think in 6 and 7s there. So I have some pretty good ones there, and I have it's a 51 Bowman Williams in a 6, and a few of the cards that were my Campy 50, my 52 Campy, which is a high number. I didn't share that, or a few other cards that I think I should have kind of shared. I'd be great. One thing I'd love to do, TJ, is to find a way so we can do some more trading, online, us YouTube people, and, I hate to just go on my YouTube channel and say, look, these cards, I want to, looking to sell them or trade them and stuff like that. And I may do that, but I feel strange doing that, But it'd be great if some people would say, hey, there's a place there. Here's some cards I'm looking to sell or trade. And then somebody else, I know there's Veriswap. Well, there's other stuff like that, but I'd like to really do something. Hey, hi, Melissa. Yeah, like that. That's a great idea. Like a YouTube private trade group where we can all kind of put some stuff out there and see if we can work out some trades, you know? I mean, I think that's a great idea. I have a lot of stuff. I mean, I could probably put on there right away maybe 20 cards that are, pretty good cards, but I think that, just don't fit my collection anymore. And I think other people would want that. And I could maybe trade for some other stuff that I would want. So if there would be something like that, I think that's an improvement. Maybe we could tell President Mangini, but yeah, TJ, something like that, not a Discord, I'm not, I guess, I know a lot of people do Facebook, a lot of people do Discords and things like that. I'm not too much into that. See, I'm not on Facebook at all. And a Discord, I'm on the Discord groups. I just don't follow them too much. But I think probably Discord would be the better option for me, at least. A lot of people, it wouldn't be. Yeah, I guess I could set up on Facebook if that's the case, Craig. If you want to do that, Greg, we could do that. I mean, I don't have a Facebook account, but I could open up a Facebook account just for that. For me, I'm the type of guy that, like many older guys, don't want to be in too many different things. I won't be able to stay up with them all, I mean, I've got a few things I already do. I mean, I've got my ComC, my YouTube and some other stuff. I got to do some stuff on LinkedIn and things like that. But, if I'm just not one to have a lot of, time to be doing too much other stuff. So Facebook would be good. I mean, I'm on Discord groups with the football collectors, but I maybe check that once a month, if that, Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Facebook. But for something specific that we can all benefit from, thank you, guys. But, yeah, Discord offers more privacy. I know that. That's kind of why Ryan, a breakout card, set me up with the Discord and stuff that he's on. So I got that. But yeah, and it's invite only. So that's all good stuff. So I think that's probably a better thing. But, we have so many people with so much followers, so many followers, that I think that it would be good. And I don't know if maybe we could do a YouTube something maybe once a month. I know we tried to do the trade thing on For Collectors and that was okay, but I don't think it was as well planned as it should have been, or maybe we should have had already some stuff ready to go or a list somebody could access, or I don't know. It's got to be a better way, but I think that Discord it was probably the best thing because I think we'll all benefit from that. We all got some stuff that we'd like to move or trade, and I just don't have a lot of the cash out there unless I go ahead and sell stuff, which I do. I put some stuff up for sale on eBay sometimes, or sometimes at the auction houses and stuff like that. But I'd rather trade cards with fellow YouTubers. I think that's just more fun. I think it's something that you can pass on, and say, hey, this used to be Dylan's card or something. And I think that's just, great. So, that is great. Perfect. So we'll do that. That's talk about efficiency, huh? Yeah. Send me a link to that, and then I'll go ahead and see how I can link it to this video or something like that. We'll figure out something, and maybe Greg can do something. He's got more followers than me, and he can also send it out. But we'll work out a way to kind of promote it. And this way we know who's on there. We know that, it's going to be our group. So you're not going to have any people ripping people off and stuff like that, which I think is the biggest worry. That's one of my concerns with Facebook and stuff and other things. I don't know who I'm dealing with in many cases. So this way, everybody feels comfortable, and I think that's probably a good way to do that. And I definitely got some stuff to put on there that I've got sitting in boxes. Go ahead and make a turn over here. That I've got sitting in boxes that I would like to trade or sell to another collector. But that's awesome. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. We'll see how that goes. But just making my walk here back towards my house. I'm working on the lawns over here. Good morning. Thanks for all your help, my friend. Appreciate it. These guys keep this place really spotless. Hey, Dre. Good to see you, my friend. It was awesome seeing you over there when we went to Disney. We were in Orlando. That was great, Dre. Just want to thank you. Just want to say that my mom thanks Mrs. Diaz for the Disney ears, and she wears them. She was wearing them. We actually went on a Disney cruise, as you guys probably know, and she had a great time, and it's just crazy. My mom, 95 years old, and went swimming in the beach in the Bahamas. I mean, that's just, I'm so lucky to still have my mom. But thank you, Dre. You're one of the awesome people. So many great people here. So many people. Yeah, she is awesome. She's your better half, man. Let me tell you, that's a keeper. She's incredible, and the best editor in the business. Your videos are awesome, but your wife's editing and the way she puts the music in there does a great job. But again, so many good people. And that's, like I was saying earlier, the best thing about this entire YouTube is not about the subscribers. Don't worry about that. I mean, look, I think for I check my subscribers like everybody does, once a day, twice a day, I'll check it, answer some comments. But there was a time that I think 2 weeks ago, before I did my top 25, I wasn't getting any subscribers. For like 2 weeks, I think I picked up 2 subscribers. So it's just slow times. Don't worry about that. It's just a matter of, keeping your channel going, regular, semi-regular. You don't need to do something all the time every day. You're not sports card dad. You just do something once a week, I think is good. Twice a week is better. I try to do about 3 times a week. Sometimes I got something else to share. I'll just kind of do a quick video or this walk, or I'll go to a card shop. But for me, 2 to 3 videos a week is probably the best. Where was that Mario Mendoza card? But yeah, it's just oh yeah, Todd, I'm having a great day. It's just, like I said, it's beautiful weather here. It's a beautiful day, so I went out for a walk. I mean, look at the day. 72 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. It's just one of those days that you wish you were in South Florida. And that's why, I just don't move. I moved into Tampa for a while and lived in that area. But for me, there's nothing like South Florida. It's just basically heaven here. Oh, you will be. Hey, send me an email and let me know. Maybe we can meet up somewhere. Morning. Yeah, everything in Minnesota's got to be pretty bad. Yeah, I'm in I'm in what's called Broward County, which is where Fort Lauderdale is, but I'm west of that. But definitely, if you're in the area, I know there's a card show the first week of January, the first Friday, Saturday. So I'll probably be going to that. But yeah, I mean, anybody that comes down to South Florida, send me an email, let me know. And I'll definitely try to hook up with you guys. It's always fun. Oh yeah, you're about 20, 30 minutes from me, from the airport, yeah. Because you're right next to you got the airport. It's pretty convenient there because you got the airport, you got the Port Everglades, which is the Fort Lauderdale port, where all the ships come out, maybe 5-minute drive. And you also have the Bright Line, which is the speed rail train. And that comes all the way down from Orlando, all the way, speeds through the East Coast, all the way West Palm, all the way down to Miami. So all that is right around the Fort Lauderdale airport area. So it's pretty convenient. And actually the card show is real close to that too. It's actually about 10 minutes from the airport. It's on what's called Marina Mile, which is heading down to the beach, to Fort Lauderdale, A1A, Las Olas area. So, but yeah, for sure, hopefully we'll get to meet one day. And but really, my next big trip is going to be Strongsville, and I just can't wait for Strongsville. I'm all set up there. I want to be rooming with Rick again, Rocket Rick J, who is just another one of these incredible people on YouTube that, if you don't know Rick, man, you got to get to know this guy. True collector for all his life, has just an incredible collection. Literally every set from the 50s. He's almost completing the 52 now. And, I was just like that when I did my collection. I was a set builder and I built sets constantly, and it was fun, but, it gets to a point that it's a little too much. Yeah. Yeah, and Stukes is awesome. Scott, you're a great guy, man. We also walked the National, and just nothing better than to walk the National with friends and share some of the stuff that you're looking at and see what they're looking at and stuff like that. It's just, it's great. It's great. And, you buy something that you'll remember forever. Hey, thanks. Take care, my friend. You have an awesome day. I'm heading back home here, so probably got another 10 minutes, 15 minutes of talking here. But just appreciate everybody hanging on and just listening to me just talking stuff. But really enjoy that. And I just thought I'd go ahead and just shoot the shit a little bit here. Got some birds here in nature because I like my nature walks. But anyway, thanks everybody for hitting that like button. I saw a lot of people hitting the like button. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, if anybody has any questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of sign off here. Yeah, I do track my steps, and I try to do about 10,000 steps. Hey, what's up, my friend? Yeah, man, you saw I picked up that boxing card, that John L. Sullivan there. But yeah, yeah, that's what I try to do. Not every day, but I try to get there almost every day. So, hey, Chris, I was talking about Strongsville, and I just can't wait to be at Strongsville and talk about great guys and channels. Yeah, that's right, Boxy. Yeah, Chris has really, to me, one of the best channels as far as He's so personable. He's such a real guy. He's such a good guy. And he's got such awesome stories. And, yeah, he's old, so he can tell you a lot of old stories he's been through. But some of the things that he's been through are just awesome. And, you know, his stories, collecting stories, his background, and how he picked up those cards from mowing the lawn of that lady back when he was a kid. And I mean, those are the kind of things that I love to see in YouTube videos. So anybody is thinking about starting a channel, go for it. And just tell your story, tell your history, be yourself, and you will be successful. And everybody's gonna love you because you know what? Collectors are all good people from what I've met, The flippers, not so much, but the collectors, great people. I have one of my, yeah, thanks, James. I have one of my followers. I have a lot of, people that have reached out to me and helped them start channels. And I encourage you to do that. I had somebody 2 days ago reach out to me, a guy that's super knowledgeable in the business and actually has written 2 books. And I've shared his book. And I won't say his name here, but he's one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to the Negro League baseball and foreign issues. That's right. So, and I think I've convinced him to start a channel. So I'll let you guys know as soon as he starts his channel. But if he does, you're going to see some of the most incredible collection, incredible cards that you're going to hear about, some incredible stories that he has, because he's a guy that actually the auction companies would send him cards so he can research and do the descriptions and things like that on some of these rare issues. And he's written books on it. So I'm hoping he'll start his channel. He told me he was going to do it. So I'll let you know when he does that. And hopefully, he said by the end of the year. So I'm going to keep him up to that. But, if we can get more people to do channels on their expertise in the hobby, I think that would, grow our little community tenfold. Because the more we find out, like what Sammy did when he interviewed Brian Fish, and when he interviewed the guy that actually brought the Venezuelan cards from Venezuela. I mean, those are the things that I think brings a lot to this community. So we learn about all these different issues and just really in general learn more about the hobby. And I think the more people learn about the hobby, the more I think I won't say go down the rabbit holes, but I think they will go down some rabbit holes of things that they never knew existed, that maybe they love, and just all of a sudden something new. So hopefully that'll happen. I'm gonna look for more channels, try to give more shout outs as much as I can, looking for new channels. And if you guys have any new channels, give them a shout out, post it or whatever, and let's get these guys, some more subs. So I think that's about it, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching and listening to me. And just thank you so much. Appreciate every single one of you guys, and hope to see you and meet you guys one day. If I don't talk to you again, at least in one of these walks, we'll be doing more videos. But if I don't, you have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I will be on For Collectors channel December 29th with Dylan and Dan, and I'll let you know on that one when that happens. So it's the end of the year show. So thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome day. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and I'll catch you on the next one.